When I walked too far, I'd be in bed for 16 hours. So I took up jiu-jitsu. I'm 50 now. I'm going back for my purple belt. My name's Nat Skula. I live in rural Croatia. I'm an ex-IBM Futurist, an author, BJJ blue belt, and this is the third time I'm starting over. The first were countries. I left the UK under COVID, drove through Europe. On my way out, I stopped at Auschwitz. Then I went to visit my English friend, met him on an island near Split. Charles is kind of famous in Croatia. The country was dead, but everyone knew him wherever we went. It was kind of interesting. Then things got quiet. The drinking and then obviously the COVID just messed me up. If I over exercised for, maybe I went for a walk slightly, an extra 15 minutes or something like that, I really couldn't get up for, 12 hours probably at that point. And it was tiring. I didn't know anyone. There were a few expats around, but obviously with COVID, it was difficult, right? I was alone, didn't speak the language. The long COVID was tough, right? It was tough. And some days I would be in bed 16 hours after overexertion. But I just decided I'm going to start jiu-jitsu. And that has really helped me over the past, 10, 12 years. I've got divorced. Whilst I have been here in Croatia, I lost my mother. Life was just hell. It really was hell. Like I said, I was drinking too much, but BJJ held the line. Everything else kind of slipped except the Tai Chi, but the mat was still there. What I've been building is kind of exciting though. Since God told me to start a podcast show, eventually I listened. I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of people, Stanley Tucci, famous sports people from the UK, rugby, cricket, politicians, business people, Monday influencer, that I'm really passionate about came from the ashes. It's something that I'm really passionate about, really enjoying and building that right now. And right now I'm single, I'm on my own. I'm really happy that I have the time now to do what I need to do. The mats have helped me, but I think also, doing MMA at the age of 48, I started that. That has been absolutely incredible. And, I bought a house last year, last February. So I've now got roots, right, that I haven't had for many, many years, probably 15 plus years. I still do weights. I've been off and on with those. The Tai Chi every day, internal strength training, the Hayabusa that I bought, which I absolutely love. Last Saturday, I decided, since I've been doing MMA for a year, I decided that I'm going to go to open mat. And if you don't do jiu-jitsu, you don't know what open mat is. Open mat is basically the equivalent of war for jiu-jitsu. You show up at open mat and everybody just tries to kill each other. That's basically what happens. And in the real world, I probably would have had broken arm, been choked out and died, and I got to 4.5 minutes. There was this kid, this white belt. And if you're a white belt and you just want to kill blue belts, and that's basically what happens. And he tried to kill me. I don't think he made me tap. He might have, I can't remember, but I was so tired. I had to tap at 4 minutes. I said, stop, 4 minutes, 30 seconds. And into a 5-minute roll. So it's 5 minutes, you have a break for 1 minute, and then you do another minute. And then I was so tired, I had to say, stop. And he got really annoyed. And I was like, and then I got home, I was depressed, went out for a ride with the boys on my motorcycle the next day for a few hours, the whole day out, incredible day out, best ride of my life, one of. Well, I'm very privileged to be near one of the best motorcycle roads in the world. It's top 10 in the world. And the next morning when I woke up, I was just deflated. I was depressed. I was like, you know, everyone had like tapped me out multiple times. Not everyone, but nearly everyone had tapped me multiple times. Yes, brown belts, purple belts, whatever, but it just felt really, really difficult. So since then, I woke up the next day and I was driving to MMA and I was like, do you know what? I can either just continue with MMA, which I'm going to do anyway, by the way, or I can do both and I can find a way to go for my purple belt. And you know what? You cannot run away from yourself. You have to look at yourself in the mirror every day. The point is you cannot outrun the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror. I tried it twice. It didn't work. This reset I'm going through right now is the third time. It's internal. Whatever you're avoiding is still waiting. It's still waiting for you, right? It's waiting. You got to face it. You got to face what you're avoiding, right? People, businesses, life, divorce, career, belts in martial arts. Starting again is what I'm doing. And starting again at any age, no guru stuff on this channel, just the record, right? Just what am I doing? How am I doing it? So what are you going to expect here? I'm going to just do one a week, one video a week, no shorts on here. If you want the shorts, you have to follow me somewhere else. Under 10 minutes. I'm talking training. I'm talking building conversations. I'm talking life, right? Life. So what are you avoiding? Tell me in the comments. There's a new episode every Thursday. Subscribe if you want. Do the thing. Either way, do it. Go.